So I want to do hopefully a short video on materialism versus idealism. These seem to be the two options that humans have struggled with for years. And with the materialism, everything's this dead, lifeless matter, particles. And then with idealism, everything's an idea. And I think this is somewhat of a third option. And the option is, what if there's really two versions of reality, two different versions? One is reality as it is, and one is the same reality as it is, but it's viewed through the filter of the thinking mind. See, that's the point of this video. To the thinking mind, reality, matter, the physical world, nature, it's all dead matter. It's lifeless. It's pointless. And there's always this clear divide to the thinking mind between life and dead matter, between consciousness and dead matter. Now, this calls up a really bizarre question that science has been trying to struggle with forever, because somehow consciousness and life both emerged from this dead, lifeless matter. And that is a question that has not been solved, and it's a puzzle that seems to be just unsolvable. Well, it's unsolvable because it's a really bad question, because it assumes that this reality, physical reality, nature, is somehow dead and lifeless. And that's really a strange thing, because so many of our ancestors across the world have had names for the kind of life energy of reality, whether it's chi or in Greek noumena and in Hindu prana. And so we've got these names, and there's a half a dozen more you could call up of human beings, mostly our ancestors, that were in touch, and they felt this living force of energy from actual reality. And so the point is that once you get into the thinking mind, then that world of thoughts becomes real, and only that becomes real. And when the thinking mind views this living, breathing life force of reality, it seems dead and lifeless, because it's not looking at it as it is. It's actually looking at it through this filter of the thinking mind. And when you stop thinking, and you're out on some nature walk and you stop thinking, then you start feeling this energy. And when you feel this energy, it's what it's really doing is it's like coming home. It's like it recognizing itself. And I think that's the point. It's not some mystery to be solved. It's an experience to be had. And the thinking mind's never going to get this. One last thing is maybe what help clear this up is that it's, for some of us, it's just really difficult. If you look at water and to consider water to be living, or if you look at topsoil and you go out in the dirt and you say, well, yeah, dirt, it just doesn't seem alive to me. And you could go on about, at the very basis, you could go to like a rock, and none of it seems to be living or breathing. Well, consider this sort of analogy, that if you look at your fridge, your refrigerator, and you look at the plug, and the plug doesn't seem cold at all. But if you unplug the refrigerator, the cold is gone. And that's because it's all a very complex integrated system. And we know that a couple inches of topsoil, we're all dead. No water, there's no life. And so in that sense, it's all part of this integrated system, that the whole system is a living, breathing system. And all you have to do to get at that, to feel it, to be part of it, to recognize it is you, and we could just as well use the word consciousness here, is to stop thinking for a while.